Hello, hello. Exit interview. Hmm. I don't know if this is working. Hmm. 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 I don't know. I don't see anybody on here. Hmm. Is there anybody on? Or does it have to be approved? I don't know. Hold on. I have no idea. Oh. Alright. Hello, hello. Oh. Good grief. Sorry, my camera's flipping out right now. It was my kids' car. Alright. Hello, hello, everyone. I have 5 people. This is a late interview, I know. I had a lot to do today, so I apologize. Hey, Richard. How are you doing tonight? I got sleep last night. It was great. Hello. This is going to be my exit interview for my part 2 tour. I actually look halfway decent today with my non-natural look, you know. Alright, so got a thumbs up there, 25. I'll start here in just a minute. But yeah, last night was probably the best sleep I've gotten in a while. It's pretty nice. I got up really early, but I was well slept. Like, it was nice. Adam? Hello. Nestlin? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hello. Alright. We got about 33 people, and it's kind of steady. So I guess I'll go ahead and get started. So my experience with the manor the second time was intense. The sleep deprivation definitely got the best of me. I mean, it was fun. Thank you, Adam. It was really fun to do. I mean, it was challenging, and guys, let me tell you, a lot of those say, "Oh, I can go with no sleep." I do it on the daily. I have insomnia. All that nonsense. That was no, no, no. I don't recommend that at all. It'll definitely challenge you in ways that's completely different than what the manner normally challenges you. But I have nothing but good to say, honestly. It was a very, very nice experience, and as it always has been. And it sucks to leave yet again because it was nice. Russ himself, and I will stick by, like my last exit interview, Russ himself is such an amazing person. He makes sure you're safe at all times. Uh, he's just all in all a really, really good guy, and you're safe when you go, regardless of what, anybody says. You're very well taken care of. And, there's nothing like the manor, like nothing. And you have to be, well prepared for everything. But I don't know. There's just nothing comparable to it. It's nice, and every time is definitely different. It's a different experience every single time. So yeah. I cannot. Okay. My phone kind of froze up for a minute, sorry. But yeah, Russ and the manor, everything about it is just absolutely amazing. Like, I don't know what else really to say other than, you're in good hands. You have nothing to worry about when you go. Regardless how you feel, he understands each and every one of us want to push ourselves. But, when you reach your limits, he also wants to know, that you've reached your limit. And he makes sure that you're able to stop whenever you want to stop. Sorry, I was reading comments. So does anybody have any questions? I know we have quite a few people on right now. I don't know if Russ is awake right now, so I don't know if he's active on. I don't think he's on. Normal people would be in bed, I would think. I don't see any questions. Maybe there's a little bit of a lag. Oh, thank you, Barbara. I do have big lips. Yeah, I decided to get dolled up because I don't think you guys have seen me all dolled up and all this going on. But it's a nice change. Usually I'm covered in mud, paint, or natural with my freckles and everything. So does anybody have any questions? Kind of going mind blank right now. I had it all, like, a whole thing going, and then mind blank. As usual. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Brianna. It's a Sephora and Kat Von D brand that I use. How did you mentally prepare for the manor? Adam, that is a good question. Preparation really isn't... Oh, hold on. Preparation really isn't something that you can exactly do. You just have to go in there with a mindset of, I can do this. Because you can't go in there with any kind of negative mindset, such as, I don't think I can do this, Like, if you go in there worrying about one specific thing, that's going to get the best of you. You have to believe. And if you believe you can, you already have control over your minds to an extent. Not that the manor won't change that, because it will. But at least you're prepped for the worst. Wishing you luck. Annette, thank you. I've already done both of my tours, and this is an exit interview for a little bit. I probably won't be coming back until the summer. I don't know. But that cold, it was really cold, and I don't know if I could do much more cold. That was, unbelievably cold. Like, I could probably go jump into my pool outside, and it wouldn't have been as cold as what it was. But there's definitely nothing like the manor. Absolutely nothing, and it's truly an amazing experience. And it's a big eye opener too, like to see how much you can push yourself through. And especially when you're going through bad times, you can, remind yourself, hey, look, I went through this. I'm capable of doing a lot and handling a lot. And it's just a self reminder to you when you can accomplish something this big, you know, it you can do anything and you can handle anything life has to throw at you. What was the hardest challenge you did from both times at the manor? Birdie, every single thing was hard and challenging in its own way, and I cannot stress that enough. Um, and it, it seems like such a vague answer, and I know, and I'm sorry if you don't want to hear that, but everything, like, it may look easy, and a lot of the challenges may look simple, and something that maybe you could, imagine yourself doing, but once you get there, all your senses, it's changed and it's difficult. Everything is so difficult in its own way. Thank you, Candace. Maria, I kind of already just got into that. Sorry. Like I said, like everything was challenging. Even the second go around, yeah, I was doing a little bit of a different stuff with, the sleep deprivation, and it was it was very challenging. Even things that I thought would be simple, were not. Were far from simple. And it tested everything. Thank you, Sky. Thank you, Nikki. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, Richard. I cannot be real specific. So if you're asking in too much detail, I can't give that to you, but I can tell you I had a very wonderful time. And if given the chance, I would do it again. But that's just me. And I will be hitting the gym more because I know what I need to improve on. I'm doing all right today. My legs kind of still feel like noodles from that tire that I wanted to take a different angle on, and I realized how ridiculous I sounded doing that. Let me get a different angle on this round tire. So I was very out of it, and I just thought, oh look, let me go over here and try this. So did I get hurt? Christina, no. Safety is number one there. You know, you don't have to. I don't want to say you have to worry because you do. You have to, but you're constantly question, are you okay? All through it. So yeah, I didn't get hurt. Steven, is Russ as good as he appears in regard to caring about you when you're in the manor? Like in general, does he care? He cares about every contestant that goes through there. I trust him with my life in his hands, if that says enough. And I always will. Every time I go back, I don't have to fear that he's not going to care, because honestly, safety is number one at the manor. And, Russ makes sure that, you're okay throughout the entire experience, because the moment you're not, that's a big, no-go, and you can't go on if he even questions it. Christina, was it fun? Absolutely. It was fun. It was very hard and it was very challenging. But it doesn't, I thought indeed it was something truly magical. And I say magical because I've not experienced anything like this. And even though I've went twice now, it's different every time. And so, yeah, it was very interesting, and I will never ever forget this, ever. And I will be back. How has the manor changed you as a person? Adam says. Well, I realize, that what can get to me and what can't. I realize how far I can get through something, and on a day-to-day basis, when life throws me curveballs, or, if I get stressed out or something, I keep in mind, look, you did something great, and you went far with it, and you exceeded the expectations that you had for yourself. So this little bit of stress, or this little bit of worry, or whatever life, throws at you, or myself, or, since I'm talking about me, I could do it because I did this. And that's big. That's big to me anyway. Was there anything inappropriate done by anyone? No, Richard. There was nothing inappropriate. Absolutely nothing at all. And I want very big clarification on that, because, like, you do not have to worry about that. Russ is not that type of person. And, for all those who are watching and wondering, no, like, that's a big no-go right there. And I want that to be very, very clear to everyone. Christina, you're awesome. Well, thank you. I tried. Birdie, did you actually fall asleep when Russ was letting you nap? Yes, I did. I really fell asleep. I felt so embarrassed because at one point I know I had to have been snoring. So, yeah, I did. That's how you know you're tired. Shelby, you rock it. Yes, thank you. I really tried. But yeah, it was a very nice experience. And you're definitely in safe hands when you go. You don't have to worry about anything inappropriate happening. You don't have to worry about, when quitting, if you say your safe phrase, like, you don't have to worry about, anything ongoing from there. It's just, it's a wonderful experience. And I feel like there's, some bad stigma sometimes for the newbies. Candace, I felt so bad for you when you passed out on the bench thing, still dirty and everything. I knew you were so tired and didn't care where you were at that point. Look, I would have passed out with mud all over my face. I was to that point of, no return. I did not care. I would have fell asleep in the most ridiculous position. I was that tired. It was a whole new kind of tired. In fact, Bethany, are you going to do it again? Absolutely. And some may call me crazy, but it's that wonderful of an experience. When you said the safe phrase, did the show stop? Yes, Richard, it did. It absolutely did. There was no questions asked at all. I mean, as much as I wanted to do the next thing in line, I knew for a fact that if I even attempted it, I would have probably, I wouldn't have made it far enough to even try to attempt it. So I had to accept defeat and say my phrase and be done. And it was done. It was done. Absolutely. So there's no worries of that at all. And that's kind of what I was trying to go into, Richard, when explaining. You don't have to worry about that, because when you're done and you say your safe phrase, it's done. It's that simple. No matter how far you make it, if you make it 5 minutes in and say your safe phrase, it's done. You're amazing. I've always just quietly watched and never commented on much, but you're strong and it's amazing. Oh, thank you, Anne-Marie. Candace Teal, it's okay. I totally get it. Yep. Amanda, you are so awesome and brave. I give you mad props. Thank you, Amanda. I look forward to the next time I go, and I look forward to watching other people accomplish and seeing how far they go. So that way maybe I have something to challenge myself by, because I'm getting sleep this next time. Bethany, you look beautiful. Oh, well, thank you. Anyone else? But yeah, there's no worries at all. When you go to the manor, it's all about just pushing yourself and records, getting those records and going as far as you can. I mean, pushing yourself as a person, you do that. And I mean, it's all about seeing how far you can go. I mean, on a day-to-day, activity base, you push yourself. If you don't, if you have a bad day, you push yourself to keep moving forward. And that's just kind of like what the manor does, except, with just different activities and, stuff like that. So I mean, it's no different. It's just seeing how strong you are as a person, and it's a reminder to yourself of how strong you are. Anyone else? What if you forget the say phrase and ask for it to stop? Will he stop? Once you say, I'm done, you're done. And, you guys, the say phrase isn't very long, and if you watch my last feed, sorry. If you watch my last feed, I was so out of it that, I almost forgot it, but, he gave me time to kind of regain my thoughts. And I bet you if I was just a couple words off, he would have, helped me out, but I ended up thinking of it and being able to say it. So, just because you forget your say phrase, I'm certain that, he'll help you out a little bit. Anne Marie, how did you mentally prepare yourself? I kind of already got into that. There's no really preparation. You just have to go into it with a positive mindset. You can't go into it worrying and being negative on yourself. You have to be positive, and that's key to success at the manor. You're never forced to do anything. When you want to stop, you can. Yes, you're never forced. And the moment you feel like, you're doing something that you feel as though, you can't do, you let that be known, and you won't have to do that. If you feel like, you're not physically able to do something, you're not forced to do any of this. And I want that to be very clear. Like, there's no force in this. It's all on you and what you want to do and what you think you're capable of doing. Hold on. I'm kind of looking for my charger. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know where it went. But, oh. Birdie, not a whole lot of people have, but those who have, they think I'm awesome, but they also think I'm crazy, which that's in my personality. I'm very outgoing and adventurous, so it doesn't surprise them that I would do something like this. But it gave them a whole new outlook, because, it's not as bad as what it's made to be, and I want to clarify that for everyone. So, anyway. Alright, Chester, why are you on here? Richard, are you watching? Yes, Adam, that's what you have to have. Coming in like a wrecking ball. I swear my phone's gonna die. Oh, I found it. Okay. Let me plug this up. But yeah, you have to be in the proper mindset to be able to do this. Because if you think you're gonna fail at something, even like with day-to-day activities, if you think you're gonna fail, oh, hold on, sorry, then you're gonna do it. It's all mind over manner. Oh gosh, sorry guys, I'm all blurry. What in the world? Yeah, I don't know if there's any mods on. Trolls are gross. Let me tell you, they are gross. Let's take it. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Somebody get Chester off of here. And it's for people like Chester, I guess, that I'm reiterating myself, that you're not in harm's way, you're not forced to do anything. That's the reason why, inspections are done, and, I would trust Russ with my life, nothing is forced upon you, and you don't have to worry about anything inappropriate ever happening to you when going through this. It's just it's a safe way to push yourself, in my opinion. Yep, you get those, but it's okay. I'm not worried about it. And Russ himself is a wonderful person, regardless of what anybody says. Um, like, thank you, Richard. Ugh, I swear. Thank you, Adam. Well, maybe one day you will take this tour, because... Okay, I'm not blurry. Alright, on my end, it looks like I am. Yeah, I'm actually glowing. Maybe it was all the mud. Who knows? Or maybe the lack there of sleep, and then sleep maybe changed. I don't know. Yep, I'm grown, and my kids were taken care of. I'm not gonna go into that really a whole lot, but ugh, people, people think they know everything, and they don't. Exactly, Kimberly. Whoop whoop. I mean, people, they kill me. But yeah, so does anybody have any questions I can answer? I can't be too specific on challenges, activities, etc. And we got worse. Christina, yeah, I bet. I really bet. It was challenging and it was very intense mentally and physically in every way possible, and especially with no sleep added that. And I want to add, like, I wasn't, if I needed sleep, I could have got sleep. But I had then, I got to, ultimately it was up to me whether or not I accepted to do that or not. And I fully accepted to get no sleep just because it was something I really wanted to challenge myself to do. What lipstick is that? Is Kat Von D. I don't know what shade. It was a darker shade, and then I used a Sephora matte in the middle, and I kind of blended. This is the first live feed I've been able to catch. Is this the sleep challenge? No, William. Go back and watch my lives, not my leaves, but my lives. I did the no sleep tour Sunday. Your lips. Yes, thank you, Alyssa. Okay, maybe I didn't see your first comment. I don't know. I try to acknowledge everybody. Shanika, am I saying that right? Shanika. Thank you. What did we do after the tour? Nothing really. I ended up going back to my vehicle, and yeah. Thank you, Anastasia. Laura, thank you. With the actors, Rick, there is no actors. It's just you, the contestant, and Russ. The contestant and Russ. That's all it is now. There's no actors involved. I mean, sometimes Twyla's there. Majority of the time she tries to be there. But yeah, you don't have to worry about anybody, and it's not the forced. It's not like the San Diego tour. It's different and a lot more calmed down, and it's just more about challenging yourself in records. That's all it is. And did Russ let you pause or take a break if you needed to? Like if you feel like you're getting dehydrated, you can have water, or whatever. And so yeah, it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like he doesn't care about your safety. Like, hydration is key. Alyssa, did you sleep good once you got a shower in bed? Yes, I did. I had the best sleep of my life, probably. It was amazing. And I didn't even sleep in, guys. Like, I didn't go to bed till late last night. I was at like 41 and a half hours, no sleep. And when I finally went to bed, it was so hard to go to sleep because I was on my like 22nd wind. It was crazy. But I almost stayed up last night too, but I had work. And then I ended up taking a day just to relax and deal with some stuffs. You're welcome, William. All right. So, any other questions? I'm trying to get to everybody I can. If I missed your comment, I'm sorry. I'm trying to acknowledge everybody. Thank you, Courtney. Although I wish I could have done better under the circumstances yesterday, I know. I know I did it as best as I could, and I'm not going to hate on myself for that. Because honestly, I'm excited that I even made it as far as I did. So I give myself props for that. How many hours awake did you say? Well, not this doesn't include at the manor. Like by the time that I went, that I got home and I got ready for bed, and it was about 40. I think it was 41 and a half hours that I had been up. So it was interesting. It was very interesting, and I still struggled to fall asleep then, and I have no idea why. Like it was crazy. Thank you, Richard. Yeah. You have to have the right kind of positive attitude going through it. It's mind over manner. Alyssa, you've done better than most could, girl. Your last one, you could have climbed that tank of what? Oh, if you didn't have that camera. I saw you. I don't know. I want to say yes, but honestly, I don't know. I give props to Haley for being able to do that. Courtney, girl, you were tired and you did an awesome job. Well, thank you. Rachel, thank you. Valerie, I'm not going to answer that because I honestly don't even know. But I ended up just not doing it because I knew that even if I tried, it wasn't even trying at the point of being that tired is still not enough. So I decided not to. I mean, now I'm kicking myself, but I know for a fact that, it was best for me just to say quit. I quit when I did. And I don't blame myself. It takes a lot to accept defeat. You did great, and that is a great mentality to have. Yes, Amanda, you have to have that. And I honestly recommend everybody to have a positive mindset with everyday life activities. You have to be positive in everything you do. Mercy, you're probably in like your fifth wind. No, more like, your 22nd wind, I don't know. The fifth wind happened at the manor. I know it did. Was you able to flip that huge tire? No. I'm going to be hitting the gym and improving on my strength portion because, strength does come in handy for a lot of things. So, it's definitely needed. You have to be, in pretty good physical shape through a lot of it. So even though like I was boasting and bragging, oh, I could do 25 of these, no problem at all. I worked at a farm. I could flip a tire. I drove a tractor and I changed tires. Boy, was I wrong. I was so wrong. My legs are feeling it today. She went to... So, yeah. You did awesome. Thank you, Valerie. Courtney, will you go back for another one? Absolutely. Because I'm adventurous like that. My next one's probably not going to happen for a while, so you guys won't have to be worried about being sick of me for a little bit, because I want to watch other people go through it. I think it'll be interesting. So I'm going to try for like maybe a summer tour. I don't know. I don't know when it'll be, but I am going to go back. Yes, I did keep my goggles on. Yes. Oh, sorry guys. I got my phone on vibrate, so every time I get a friend request or anything, it vibrates. You're welcome, Birdie. Googles. Oh, I didn't even realize you put Googles. Yeah, thank you, Maria. I don't know if I read that or not. it was difficult. It was challenging in a whole new level, like completely. Like usually with no sleep, you think, oh, if I focus on just moving forward, I can do it. I can do it. No. It was to the point where even if like I wanted to and I had the willpower and the strength and everything going along with it, it was to the point that you have to accept that you're not going to be able to do anything, and you got to know that in your heart. But yet still go at it with a positive mindset. So, I mean, it's just being able to just move from you know, whatever activity to the next. Oh, yeah, Courtney, you better do it now, because I know how that is. Thank you, Erin. I tried. So hopefully there's no... How many hours were you there this time? Oh gosh. Well, I don't want... The whole time felt like I was there for like a day. Like it was that bad. I was so sleep deprived. I got there at 10, and I don't know when my quit video, what time it was. I believe it was around 2 to 3. So I wasn't in there as long as I hoped to be, but under the conditions, and I knew I reached my limit, I had to call it. I had to call it, and I was able to just quit like that. So, are there any other worries that you guys have that's not digging too far into detail that maybe I can answer? Because I'm really headstrong about wanting to reiterate this. Yeah. I even leaned my head back, and I was pausing during the quit phrase. I knew I didn't want to. There's a mouse. There's a mouse crawling. What? I heard him. I have mouse problems too. Oh, good grief. But yeah, I knew I didn't want to, but I had to accept defeat, and I had to be real with myself, because safety is number one, and I had to just realize, hey, you can do this again. It doesn't have to be my last, and it sure the heck won't be. So that was a big thing that I had to do. As much as I didn't want to, and as much as I want to kick myself, but I also want to, give myself props for that. Alright, so I think I answered everybody. If any of y'all don't have any more questions or worrisome concerns, because I'm going to go back over this at the end to conclusions. Nothing bad happens to you. Like, you're not forced to do anything. If, then once you say you quit, you're done. You're done. And if you think that anything inappropriate will ever happen, you're wrong, because it doesn't. You don't have to worry about, actors, because actors are not a thing at the new tour. You just push yourself and set records. That's all you do. Like, I don't know. I've heard enough craziness, and I don't know. I feel like I need to reiterate that, because we've got quite a few new members that have a lot of questions, and you do not have to worry about anything, because Russ is a very, very nice person. Like, you guys, I cannot say that enough. He cares about each and every one of you guys that come through there, and your safety is number one to him, and you're in good hands. And you might even get a few laughs, and you guys might be able to laugh about yourself, failing. For instance, you guys see my lives. It was hilarious. I was laughing at myself, because I did such a wonderful job yesterday. Oh, thank you. I have a couple, I have a crooked tooth, and it bothers me, but you can only see it at certain angles. Thank you. Yes, I'm okay, Brian. Why wouldn't I be okay? Yes, I'm fine. I got me some sleep.
and I did what I did to my fullest capability, and I went 110% with it. Each and every time I went through there, I've been fine, so no worries there. That's one thing you do not have to stress about. Am I going to be okay? Because, no, you will be fine. All right, so I guess that's about it. I've kind of reiterated that over and over and over again. Oh, the sleep thing. Yeah. I mean, I was working, like, when I got home, and, I laid down and I couldn't sleep. I had went like 41 and a half hours with no sleep, and I'm like, why am I not sleeping right now? Yes, Curtis, you definitely have to beat some things, because I'm all about, like, I don't, I'm competitive, but I'm not that competitive. Like, I hope people can beat records, so that way when I go, I have some records to look forward to again. I mean, everybody's good at different things, and everybody's strong, at different, like, their strong points are different. So you may be, physically strong, you may be mentally strong, you may be both. And you may be better at things that were others' weakness. You never know. So just go and put 110% effort into everything you do. Oh,